Good morning to North Korea. So today I'm planning to go to Hushan Great Wall. This will be the northeast end of the Great Wall of China. And then I'm hoping to have enough time to visit the Resist America Aid North Korea Memorial, which will be an interesting sight into the Chinese version of the US-Korea War. Let's head out and go to the Great Wall of China. So I've made it here to Hushan Great Wall, finally. So I was supposed to take two buses, and the first bus eventually came, second bus never came, so I ended up getting a Didi here, like Uber, so only $4. This part of the wall was built in 1469. So it's located 12 kilometers northeast of Dandong, and it's considered one step across because the river is very narrow, and the ticket should cost 60 yuan. This is the ticket, and here there's a little map. So finally, a destination I'm gone to has got a map for me. And there are 13 towers. I can already see one up on the hill. So the one up on the hill is going to give me an amazing view into North Korea. But first, of course, we have a humongous statue, a man with a dragon. And there are some shuttle trains or buses for people that can't or don't want to walk. I think you can also get it from all the way back. Here is the start of the Hushan Great Wall, but look at this, we've got some cabins that are right in front of it. So I don't know how or where you can book, but you can sleep here, wake up in front of the Great Wall of China. How fantastic would that be? The first watchtower. It looks amazing and well kept. So the paint looks very new, and it's quite big and imposing. Okay, here we have the Great Wall entrance. I think I need to show my ticket again. And here's a map. We're here and we're going to walk all the way along there. This is the northeasternmost point of the Great Wall of China. So we are about 2,000 kilometers away from the most western point of the Great Wall of China. 2,000 kilometers. It just blows my mind that they've built a wall that long. So we've just passed through another watchtower, and here you get a very good view of the wall that has been built on the hillside. So it keeps going up, and then it looks like it's going to get very steep up here. So here is a river, and this river is what's separating China and North Korea. So everything you can see, like along this little embankment part, everything beyond that is North Korea. So you can even see a watchtower. And this is what's inside the watchtowers. So nothing much. There's many windows, of course, to watch what's happening outside. And the doorways are very small, so you have to be careful not to bump your head. And here you can see more of North Korea. So it looks like they're burning something. So they're probably doing farming, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of construction work. It's very dry. Ni hao. Hello. 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 Oh no! Very friendly kids. Quite well behaved as well. Look at this. Have to. Oh, it's so steep. It just gets steeper. Look at it. At least it's going to be worth it. And now the steep part continues, but with no handrail. Oh God. I ended up checking out this morning, so I have my full backpack as well going up these stairs, because I just wasn't sure about the time I'd have to get back. Okay, so I've made it to the highest watchtower. Not the end of the wall yet, but this is going to have the best views of North Korea. Okay, so we have the Yuling River. So this is the border between China and North Korea. You can maybe see there's a fence. That's the North Korean border fence protecting its borders. And I can see there's a border guard. And all of this is under construction. So they're building some sort of town. I don't know who's gonna live there, who will want to live there. And then they're also building a bridge. Looks like it's only half done at the moment, but they're doing that so people will be able to come over onto this part of, it looks like, well, it's an island, I believe. Yeah, it's an island. So they need to build that bridge. What else? So there's a bridge here that's already constructed and you can see a truck or something going across, but there's not a great deal to see over here. It's all under development. You can see like dust storms, so it's not pollution, it's all dust. And then in the distance, I think down there is like Dandong. But this is North Korea, and look how steep it looks. Looks like the wall just falls away. Can't even see the next step after this one. And we're getting closer to the border. Wow, look at it, so steep. Oh my god. And just walking down the stairs, and then I hear the sound. There's a North Korean train. It's not a passenger train. There we go. So the train track is in use. Wow, it's not very long. I'd say there's maybe 15 carriages, all carrying something. And I can also see the guard that I spotted before. He's now just sitting down in front of his little watchtower. I guess not much to do, but I'm sure Kim Jong-un wouldn't like him just sitting down on the job. Okay, and we come to the last watchtower, but unfortunately don't think I can climb up. The stairs look a bit worse for wear and there's an arrow pointing to go down. But that means this is the end of the Great Wall of China. This is one of the easternmost points of the Great Wall of China. And I think probably the most interesting because it's right next to North Korea. This is what the end of the northeastern section of the Great Wall of China looks like. There's like a seal with a dragon, I think. And then we've got a sign with a dog. I don't want to get too close. National border of People's Republic of China and Democratic People's Republic of Korea. This is where the shuttle bus to go back to the entrance, and it looks like it might only be 10 yuan. Okay, so the bus didn't take me back to the entrance. It dropped me at this place called One Step, because this part is one of the narrowest parts between China and North Korea. So you can see the river, very, very narrow. One step, because you can almost jump it. So I am as close as I've come to the Chinese, to the North Korean side. And there's a big barrier with barbed wire at the top and sharp spikes. And I'm sure there's a lot of cameras around. Yep, there's cameras up here. So there are people farming here. Okay, so I'm in front of the memorial or museum, Resist US Aggression and Aid Korea. Now, I just saw a sign saying it's free entry, but you need to reserve a ticket 1 to 7 days in advance. I haven't done that. I didn't know. Hopefully that's not necessary and I can get through. And here is the monument. Very tall, very thick. I don't know how tall it is. Then we've got some statues. I guess maybe the Chinese. There's weapons. Looks like they're directing the planes. And then here we've got people building, whilst we've also got some with a gun, maybe defending. Okay, so this place is actually a lot bigger than I thought it would be. So we've got the Chinese flag flying in the front. Okay, so I was able to get in. I was able to book a ticket online as I walk in, so I don't know why it says 1 to 7 days, but that's great. So here we got a memorial to, is that Mao Zedong? I don't know, with the workers and the fighters. Okay, let's have a look at more information. I don't know if I can actually film in here, so I'm going to be careful. Okay, so here we've got a brief introduction where it says they had to engage during the early years of the founding of the People's Republic of China because the Truman administration immediately carried out an armed intervention despite repeated warnings. They were sent to the battlefield in North Korea to resist the aggressors together, and after 2 years and 9 months of a bloody struggle, the inferior armament of the Chinese party won the great victory. This might be the broken bridge after it was bombed. Under Mao Zedong, they annihilated more than 230,000 enemies in 5 battles and forced them back from the Yalu River, which is the border of China and North Korea, to the 38th parallel. And then this led to armistice negotiations, and that's where the border of South Korea and North Korea is today. I really do wonder, after World War II, which wasn't, I think it was a lot to do with Russia as well, has America and the Western forces actually won any wars? All I can think of is all the wars they've lost. And I never heard about this. So the US authorities apparently used germ warfare and tested bacteriological weapons to regain control of the war. And even back in the 1950s, media was used to sway wars. So whichever side it is, doesn't matter, still use media to sway the war, just like wars today. But I'm definitely not gonna have enough time to look at everything. So let's just do a quick walkthrough because I need to get to this train station. Wow, and here we've got a panorama hall. So it's that massive cylindrical building we saw out the front. And someone's painted this whole wall into a panorama depicting the war. So troops lining up, walking probably to the next battle, fire everywhere. Attacks by the US, fire, planes in the air. Here we go, the US planes bombing everything. And then we got like a truck with the US flag. So maybe this is the US getting bombed by the Chinese planes, but I'm not sure. Whatever it is, the painting is amazing. And I've come outside the building and you can see some of those same artillery jeeps. You can see tanks, some planes, a train, I guess all from the war. Okay, so thank you for watching the video. That is 24 hours in Damdom at the North Korean border. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked the video. Please subscribe. See you at the next stop.